rhythm of the bass mark. Better feel the rhythm of the bass mark. Hip and the woman come around from bless me. Jump it up, it up.
Sunshine.
Greetings.
Okay, this is not working for me because you can see I'm having a
From
lot of feedback. That shit ain't working.
You just have to turn down the volume on one of your devices all the way down.
Don't be trying to make me look stupid up in here, okay? Don't do that. Yeah, okay. So listen, you guys, I'm streaming Facebook Live. I want to say hello to all of my subscribers. We're going to be talking about why empaths have a hard time going from free to fee. That's what we're going to be talking about about today. Listen, I am an empath, and I have had a hard time going from free to fee myself. But what is one of the reasons why I had a hard time with that? Sunshine, you want to start?
I'm going to say with self-value, valuing yourself, feeling like you're worthy, feeling like you're worth it, feeling like other people are aware of your worthiness, and just how much and how valuable you are. I think
One
it's
of the
been a
biggest
struggle for me.
things One of the biggest reasons why I had a hard time turning my spiritual gifting into a fee is because I felt like it was a spiritual gift and I shouldn't charge for a spiritual gift. I felt like my religious background had kind of destined me to be broke in that area because there's not a lot of options. If you have a spiritual gift, then you're supposed to give it to the church, right? And that's not literally what I wanted to do. I didn't like the setup, nor do I like the structure of the church. I felt like I couldn't really be who I wanted to be in the church. I felt like the church, there were only several little bitty scripts, maybe like 3 roles. You can be a pastor's wife, you can be a pastor's daughter, or you can be a parishioner. And all of those roles were a little bit too small for me because I would always have to walk behind my husband and not really beside him. I wanted to build something with a man. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you guys, but that's what I wanted to do. And another reason why it was a hard time for me going from free to fee is because the more successful I became as a woman, because that church mindset was in me, the more I felt that I would be unattractive to a man. That's that bullshit, ain't it? Like seriously. And people think that that's not really a serious issue for women, but it is. I remember thinking when I bought my home that if I buy my home too big, men are going to be too intimidated. We have all these emotional reasons of why we don't want to call in our divine abundance. And most of them have to do with how people that are supposed to love us are going to perceive us if we become too wealthy. See, people that are narcissistic, they don't have any problem going after theirs. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not hating on them because, listen, they have a right to receive their abundance just like we do. But there has to come a time in everyone's life when we say, you know what? Fuck this subconscious programming that makes me believe that I have to act like a slave in order to receive love. That is bad programming. We should be able to be desired and valued because of the experience that we have grown through and that experience that we now can articulate. And we articulate it in such a way that it really puts itself deep into the pits of people's hearts. As an empath, we have the ability to like see into a person's soul, see past the mask. And that makes us uniquely qualified to coach. And when I started coaching, my whole life changed. Sunshine here is one of my first students. Y'all, she came in giving me hell. I used to tease her all the time and tell everybody she was on a little slow bus. And then she finally decided to get off that slow bus. We had to let her have some quantum leaps in her personal journey first. As an empath, if you're going to get into some type of heart-centered business where you go from free to fee, you're going to have to do your own shadow work. That's the initiation process. Those are the things that qualify you to even coach somebody. You got to be able to get the beam out of your own life first before you try to get the mote out of somebody else's. And Sunshine here had a big beam, y'all. And she tried to act like I didn't see it. Remember when you was trying to hide, like you don't see my beam, and I saw it
Yeah.
anyway.
I was calling the people who wasn't paying me clients, just lying to myself right there in front of everybody and lying to everybody else. I thought I was so cute with my little imaginary clients.
They was imaginary clients because I was like, how you having all these clients every day, but you don't have no money? Like something's going on. Like, and who are these clients? Like let's make a distinction between clients.
She said, do these clients of yours, do they pay you? Okay, well then they're not your clients.
And you know what? It made such sense to me. I'm like, how are you calling these people your clients? Let me tell you another thing that empaths do. They want to get in the bed with their patients. But here's the thing, empaths, as soon as you start fucking them, they stop paying you. So don't do that. I don't advise it. Don't do it. Unless you know you have a lot to gain, like a serious lot to gain. Keep that in the professional. But if you are so low on self-love, you're gonna end up sleeping with all of the people that you're assigned to protect. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the shadow work. There's
It's
no
very
way
easy
around that.
to blur those lines, because when you are intertwining with someone spiritually in order to coach them, there is a certain level of vulnerability, transparency, just
Intimacy.
openness that
Hmm.
occurs. You know what I'm saying? And so if
Hmm.
you're not consciously saying, hey, this is not going to turn into this type of connection, it can
Right.
very easily lead there. But you have to have like those boundaries in place for
Boundary.
yourself, to say, no, this is the type of relationship that I'm establishing with this person. And these are the clear cut boundaries for this relationship. Otherwise, it's going to get all smeared. And like she said, once you fucking, ain't no more cash.
Ain't that the
And
truth?
it's a coachable moment to show the client. Now you see where we are right now. Your heart's
Deanna,
open.
why you not on Instagram with us? Because I
I
feel like
don't
I'm
know.
talking to you
Did
on.
you request to join?
Yeah, you're
I
gonna have to request
did.
it. Well, request it again. You know I don't understand all that. You know damn well I don't understand all that. You playing with my feelings and stuff. No,
I
request
requested
that.
like 3 times. I was like,
Well,
okay, it's not letting me in.
well,
But it's a
request it again.
coachable moment for the coach to show the client what happens when your authentic divinity opens up and become there is love and intimacy and compassion, and passion starts to arise, how to transmute that right into the work that they're
You
trying
know
to
what,
do.
Deanna? My Instagram followers ain't hearing nothing you
Ah,
saying. It's like
girl,
they
I
sitting up
can't
there
even.
watching my face.
And
You
no one's speaking.
and you was the one talking about let's go Instagram, let's go Instagram. We not gonna have a spirit of you was saying
I
all
was there.
talking
Okay,
all
here
that
it is.
shit.
So look, so here I am again. Request to join.
Well, I don't see you, Deanna. Look, I see you. I see you right here.
You look so pretty, by the way.
I look pretty.
Yes,
Gorgeous,
ma'am.
darling.
Oh, thank you so much.
Gorgeous.
Look, thank you so much. Now, look, Deanna, figure out some way to make this shit work. It's when I have things like this going on that I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had an Asian around. Oh, I do have an Asian around. There's an Asian in the
I was
bedroom right
like,
now. I do have an Asian around, like literally right now, and he could come up and help me, but I don't need y'all helping me right now. Let's go back to what we were saying. Listen, another thing about sunshine. Listen, you gotta, as an empath, one of the journeys that you have to go down. You have to go down the road of self worth. You have to do that. There's no way that you're gonna be able to circumvent that. You see, as empaths, we feel all of the pain of the world. We feel all of the pain of the world, right? And we're supposed to be able to feel that pain. I know many people say, well, being an empath is a curse. I don't know. Look, I don't, what school y'all went to? That's not the one I went to at all. I love being an empath. You mean to tell me I have the ability to see your soul? Now, what I had to do is I had to learn how to trust my intuition as an empath. I would think, well, I'd be like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm going too far. Maybe this is just a coincidence. I stopped doing that shit. And I stopped doing it so much that a lot of my moves seem precognizant. They did. And people would be like, how can you move like you move? It was because I gained trust. And then I teach other people how to gain that same trust in themselves. And when you gain that same trust in yourself, that's when you can turn your gifting into money, because I teach other people how to gain that trust. Do you understand how different your life will be when you gain the trust of starting trusting you? That is the only way you can walk around here like a god. There's no other way. You got to believe in you. You got to believe that the words that are coming out of your mouth are true, and they ain't going to return unto you fucking void. And when you believe that, you really start watching what comes out of your mouth. Deanna, you still here? You trying to fix it, ain't you?
I'm still sending this request. I sent about 9 of them to you. Can you see and look and see? It says request to join, ma'am. I'm still sending this request. I sent about 9 of them to you.
No, I ain't seen none of that. I ain't gonna worry about it, Deanna. I'm sorry, but you just gonna have to be blocked right now.
I'm just gonna be like,
yeah, just do that, because you're throwing me off on Instagram, and you the one that told me that I needed to go. It's just me and Sunshine on here right now. Okay. Yeah.
fine.
Okay. So, Sunshine, do you also remember when I first? Oh, yes. Wait a second. I forgot to tell y'all. Listen, this is like a happy day. Sunshine is getting paid from my fucking coaching platform. Hallelujah. Look, y'all. It took me a while. To get this bitch here. Lord Jesus. Because y'all, when I tell y'all, she was on the fucking slow bus. She was on the slow bus of spirituality. I kid y'all not. I had to make sure that she wasn't trying to grab no man or no girlfriend, because you know she bisexual, y'all. I had to make sure, because she got all these clients and stuff, right? All these people want to be seen with her. I'm like, Sunshine, you can't cross that line. You can't cross that line. So we're going to have to go ahead and make sure that self-love is filled. You got to be in the overflow on that. Because if you are not in the overflow of self-love, you're going to become a fucking parasite to your clients. You're going to become a parasite, and you cannot be a parasite. It's not productive. You're going to drain them. You have to keep yourself in a constant state of flow. And one of the ways that I teach my empaths to keep themselves in a constant state of flow, especially my female empaths, we protect our personal experience. I go out into the world and I expect pleasure. I do. Like everywhere I go, I expect the waiters to be nice to me and to flirt with me and give me free shit. I do. I ain't gonna lie. And that's what I get too. I kid you not. I literally get that. I can't go anywhere without somebody giving me something for free. I absolutely love that. They just love being around me. Another reason why empaths have a hard time going from free to fee is because they be so depressed with everybody else's toxic emotions. I'm not finna attach to that shit. If I'm gonna deal with it, you're gonna have to put some money in my pocket. Why in the world would I allow myself or allow you to vomit into me? Put all your trash into me like I'm a trash recycle bin, and then get no law of reciprocity activated in my life from it. How does that make sense? Another thing, it's hard to go from free to fee when you make everybody your friend. Your clients are not your friends. They ain't even qualified to be your friends. The only thing that they're going to do is make you more toxic, and they damn sure ain't your spouse. What is you thinking? No, they're not. I know what you want to say. You want to say, but Adisa, what about, I'm not talking about the exception. Y'all not finna even get me caught up on that. Listen, if y'all liking what I'm saying, I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and hit 222 in the comments so I can know that y'all understand what I'm talking about. Listen, in 1 year, let me tell you what I did. I'm just as emotional as all of y'all, but I'll be having fun with my emotions, y'all. Like, seriously, I'll be doing the most. Y'all don't even understand how much fun. Sunshine, remember when we went to the boot camp and we went to the beach and we started flirting with the men and they all thought we was vampires?
I remember that day, but they still came to the house. They really thought, like, real life. He was like, so what are y'all, like, some vampires? And he was dead ass serious, but he still came to that house to find out what the fuck we had going on.
Listen, you guys, we use our emotions in a fun way. Being an empath is so fucking fun because when I start reading them and start talking about their mamas and shit, and they was like, this woman just met me and she trying to make me cry. People will pay just to watch that. Just to watch, like, seriously, I will get a man all up in their feelings, like, and because I literally see them, and men want to be seen.
Yeah.
Now they want their wives to be able to do that, but I don't know. Something's going on with the women. Women can't really see men's souls anymore, so it's okay. Send them my way. I'll invoice them.
I think another thing that stops us from going from free to fee is the fear of like being honest with ourselves about who ain't gonna pay. Like you really love this person, you enjoy interacting with them, you feel like, oh, I've helped this person, so much. But you know good and well that if you put in a standard for them to pay, that's that.
That's true. When you start putting standards in any area of your life, you're going to find out that most people scatter. And empaths, in order for them to be loved by so many, is because they lack boundaries. When you start putting up boundaries, people gonna start hating you, and I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely cool with it. We got a comment here from Krina. Krina said, let me see what Krina said. Krina said, people get scared when you can read them and the motherfuckers they asking about. I love it here. We love you too, Krina. We love you too, Krina. And you know that you're supposed to be a part of my Wednesday night class, Dynamic Metaphysical Teachings. You know you're supposed to be a part. You know you my student. I don't know why you motherfucking tripping. Because you know as much as you cuss and as much as you like to shake your ass on Facebook and shit, you know that them religious folks ain't receiving you like we receiving you. This is the platform of the divine feminine. We having much fun as we getting paid. I went from financial services, and I love financial services. I made money there too, and I made lots of money too. But it doesn't matter how much money I make as a woman. When I feel bad because my duties that I want to obligate myself to, like being a mother. I got 3 children, but I got one in here that I actually like. The other ones I just love, but I got one up in here that I actually like. I love him and I like him. That's a different kind of child. If you don't got more than one child, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? You don't know. If you don't got more than one baby daddy, you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking to the people that got more than one baby daddy. People that got more than one baby daddy understand that you can love and like a child. You can love all of them. But that one I like. So here I was making all of this money in this 3D world. But I was so exhausted and so depleted when I would come home, I couldn't enjoy the things I was making the money for. I couldn't enjoy my son. I opened up my heart-centered business because I needed to create a lifestyle where I could enjoy what I do for a living and I can enjoy the life that it provides me. I get to walk my son to school every day. Now, that may not sound like a big deal to some of y'all, but I enjoy walking my son to school. I enjoy getting up in the morning and fighting with him about him brushing his teeth and putting on deodorant, instead of him just being musty and trying to spray something on. I enjoy those things. It makes being a mama fun. You got to increase what you enjoy. That's another way that you can go from free to fee very quickly. When I said, you know what, I'm going to surround myself. Everything that I look at, I'm going to love. I don't have anything inside of my home that I don't absolutely love. Nothing. I don't go to the store and do things like, that'll do. Because that's saying something to your money energy. It's saying that you'll settle. That's what it's saying. Oh, this one will do. This one will do. See, I had to recognize and I had to acknowledge the fact that if you're going to have Neiman Marcus taste, there's a reason why you got it. If you're going to have Neiman Marcus taste, there's a reason why you have it. Look at me. I'm sitting up here trying to grow my head out, and I'm sitting up here looking like Versace and shit with this fucking rag on my head and shit. Why? Because I do the most. That's why. And I cannot give out my advice, and I cannot give out my energy for free because myself, my authentic self, loves nice things and loves to surround myself with things that I love. It used to be a time where that was people that I love, but them people didn't love me in return. So then I got out of balance by surrounding myself with things that I love, but those things couldn't love me back. Then I got into balance. And the balance says this: surround yourself with your tribe because only they know how to love you. See, the reason why I never felt love is because the people that I surrounded myself with didn't know how to love me. They didn't see any value in me. What I have found is that the people that value you and really see you, they're going to be the first people that ain't going to have no problem with supporting your business. My first entourage of friends, they have all left me. All left me because you couldn't call me anymore and just spend 30 minutes on the phone talking to me. Well, what is we doing? Are you a client? Oh, you're not a client? Well, what are you? Are you family? Biological family. Well, I divorced all of y'all. All of y'all is divorced. I sent y'all the paperwork. I'm sorry if UPS did not give you the paperwork, but we are biologically divorced. I only recognize my spiritual family, and you don't qualify for that. You don't qualify for that. So why are we talking? But Adisa, your cousin died. Well, I didn't like her in her waking life. So why are you telling me that? And they got hot at me, y'all. They was so mad at me because I refused to just use my energy like it was worthless. Why are you spending your time going to places that you don't want to go, speaking to people that you don't want to speak to? You know, when you on the phone and they getting on your nerves and you put the phone down because you don't want to hear it. See, I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Now I hang up. Click. I'd be like, you know what? My personal experience of you is a little bit boring for me right now, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Call me back when you have a different attitude or a different altitude of consciousness, because this right here is not working for me. If I have to deal with this dull stuff, pay me and show up as my client, because my friends are iron and they sharpen my iron. But being on the phone with you is dulling me. It's dulling me.
We have to learn how to take inventory of the way that we feel after we interact with people. That's another thing that stops us, is we don't even realize that I'm talking to this person. When I get off the phone with them, I gotta go lay down and shit. I can't do the rest of the shit that I need to do for my day because this person is coming into my energy field and taking and not giving me anything in return.
Right.
We don't like being honest with ourselves in that way, because I love them and I've been friends with them for however many years. But that is irrelevant to the task at hand.
I agree. I agree. Sunshine, listen, we're gonna have to do this again. But this time we're gonna have Deanna on, because poor thing, she looks so cute today, y'all. Y'all should see her. She got her little turquoise headscarf on, and she went and put lashes on for y'all. That's how important y'all was. And
I
then
tried.
you
I
did
tried.
try. You did try, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. So
I
we're gonna
want to
go.
be a part of the tribe. I want to be
You
a part of the
do.
conversation.
You do. You want to be a part of the conversation, and we want you to be a part of the conversation. So here's what we're gonna do, Deanna. We're gonna try this shit again tomorrow.
Okay,
We're gonna
sounds
try it
good.
again tomorrow, okay? Same time. And this time we're gonna get that shit right, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we love all of y'all. We love all of y'all. Listen, if you're on Facebook, listen, I have a Facebook group. It's called Alpha Empath Universe. Okay, if you're on Instagram and you want to follow me, because I'm a lot more active on Facebook, because Facebook, like, you don't have to put on lashes for Facebook. Facebook just accept us as we is. Okay, but Instagram, we got to do the most on fucking Instagram. Okay, but if you're on Facebook, Alpha Empath Universe, and you want to be a part of our tribe, you kind of want to see what we're into, what we teach on, and shit like that, I need you to comment below golden ticket. That's what I need you to do. But also, if you're on Facebook, we're doing something new. We're doing something new just for y'all. If you are a part of Alpha Empath Universe on Facebook and you feel like you need a 20-minute pick me up, and you would like to speak to one of my coaches that are empathic and can see your soul when it's very unclear to you, I need you to comment session, please. And we're going to schedule a 20-minute pick me up session with you and one of my junior coaches, okay? If you are a member of Alpha Empath Universe, I need you to comment session, please. And we're going to pour into you for 20 minutes. We absolutely adore all of you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Now let's